Alright, well, we're back. The sun is coming up. There's a creeper over there. Maybe he can make his ass explode. Decided not to do any off-camera mining. We have, too much... Well, the more episodes we can get, the better.
For now.
Yeah, for now. After a while, we're going to be sick of this, and we'll just be like, let's do everything.
Once we have a good backlog built up, it won't matter so much.
Yeah. A spider in my face. Die, please.
String meat.
I think I've got like 6 string now. That's nice.
String meat sounds so terrible.
It does. It's stringy.
Yeah, I've eaten string meat,
Yeah.
in my life.
Yeah, but that's what my father
Grandmother
cooks.
cooked a lot of it.
Yeah, my father cooks a lot of it. I was trying to explain to someone the other day how you can boil meat and make it dry. They didn't believe me.
Oh, it's not that hard.
No, I mean, it will actually,
It just works that way.
yeah. Because if you boil it at too high of a temperature, it will actually evaporate the water inside of it without replacing the water inside of it, apparently.
Uh-huh.
And they just have never cooked that way, so they didn't understand this was physically possible.
Well, it's like, who boils meat?
Well, here's the thing. My father grew up poor as hell. Oh, well, not even really that poor as hell. He just grew up with the frugal parents because they'd survived the Great Depression.
Uh-huh.
So, you buy the cheapest goddamn cuts of meat that you can afford, even if you can afford better. And, you buy the cheapest damn cuts of meat, and then you boil the hell out of them, because if you boil them correctly, it tenderizes them and makes them palatable. Or at least edible.
In this day and age,
Yeah.
who boils meat?
It depends on how you cook it or what the purpose. I'm actually...
If you're gonna, like, stew or pot roast it,
Yeah.
there may be, pressure cooker applications, basically.
Yeah, or if you're making a soup base, like a broth, you boil that until it's gone.
Well, except what you do is you don't make broth, you make stock.
Yeah.
Which is taking all these scrap parts and bones, if you have them,
Yeah.
and you boil all the stuff out of that, and that's far superior to using just broth.
Yeah. And I have some smoked pork ankles in the fridge that I need to, put on to boil some night for like 6 or 8 hours.
My mom's been cooking a lot of chicken thighs lately, which, produces a lot of waste,
Mm-hmm.
and thus produces a lot of stock.
Yeah, I kind of wish that we saved the bones of the food when we were done with it. That way I could make some good chicken stock, but yeah, we all just throw it out because no one really wants to take the time to do that, and I can't blame them.
Right.
I kind of want to figure out how to do that myself, though, because that seems like something I could learn to do that would help maybe save the house a bit of money, and I could do it with crap left over from meals. Yeah.
Well, find an episode of Good Eats. I know there's one about making stock,
Uh-huh.
and that would probably be the best way for you to learn.
Yeah, because Alton Brown is surprisingly handy. Apparently, I kind of am sad that he's a dick when he's not on his own show.
That's just the character he chooses to play, though,
Yeah. I mean,
I'm pretty sure the truth is in the middle.
yeah. Goddamn headphone thing.
When he was doing Good Eats, he wanted to be educational. When he's doing, like, Cutthroat Kitchen, he wants to be entertaining.
Hold on a second. These headphones are being dickheads. Are you there? Okay. I accidentally pressed the tuning button, which meant that all of a sudden, apparently this time it had decided that the next available frequency was ear-piercing static,
Oh, okay.
which, is great.
Yeah. Easy listening.
I may have to,
Stop using those?
No, I'm going to keep using them. I may just have to plug them in.
Ah,
Because I don't have any other headphones.
I see.
Alright. I may just have to plug the damn things in and, except that, well, for now, since I know that this takes 3 volts or so, my eventual plan would be to just hook it or build a battery pack for it. When I build a battery pack for it, then I can just, make as need be. Or, won't have to worry about the batteries going dead because I'll just be able to plug it in and charge it.
Right.
Which, once again, does kind of counterintuitive the point when the entire reason I got it in the first place was no wires.
Yes.
But, that's how I work.
Counterintuitive.
Yes. Everything I do must be counterintuitive. Or
It's nice to have goals in life.
it could also be that the batteries are dying, to be fair. I have not...
Yeah.
I think they're about a week old, and I use them close to 10 hours a day.
Yeah, that'll probably do it.
Maybe I'll go grab a new pair in a minute. See if that helps it. I'm not actually hearing anything, so I'll go grab a new pair. Hold on. This is so interesting.
Yeah.
I'm not hearing anything. I'm just putting headphones, or batteries in headphones, as all of the most interesting YouTubers do. Oh god, I can hear everything now and the signal's fine.
Good?
Well, now I'm also deaf because I had the volume cranked all the way up.
Oh. Okay.
Alright. Okay. Alright, so basically these batteries need replacing every... I think 6 days. I'll have to remember that.
See, that's your motivation to build that battery pack?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be ass deep in AA batteries eventually.
Well, that's the thing. It takes AAAs.
Even worse, those are more expensive.
Yeah. I mean, we do buy like 50 packs from Costco, but there's no reason to waste that much money. I just need to buy a little charging unit. Because, alright, lithium batteries are kind of fun to play with in the way...
But not to eat.
No. They're kind of fun to play with because they are so easy to make power anything.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can buy just a little circuit board for 49 cents that will allow me to power anything up to 5 volts via it with no problem. And I have, that's how I built the battery pack for that little MP3 player I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So, 49 cents, blah. The issue I still have, though, is my concern is the fact that,
It's going to catch on fire.
well, if it gets wet, and you have, the soft-packed batteries, I can't remember, I think those are lithium polymer batteries, work great. I mean, they're actually, I think, completely watertight for the most part. But they are also in soft shells.
Like crabs.
Yes, and much like a crab, if you squeeze it too hard, it will explode and release a noxious gas. So, I'd like...
Crabs actually do that.
No.
Oh.
Unlike crabs, I suppose I should say. But,
Just disappointed.
yeah.
Crabs, you let me down.
But yeah, it's just... It's, I could totally happily put that in a bunch of stuff. And I probably, when I do go to the trouble of building the Pip-Boy I'm thinking of building, or at least the portable gaming device I'm thinking of building, we'll end up getting a couple LiPos, and putting it in there. Because, I mean, you can... The lithium-ion batteries, which are the round ones, are actually slightly more concerning because they're in metal canisters. Yeah, they can vent, so that most of the pressure escapes that way. But depending on what's happened to it, it may instead just decide to explode, and people have lost fingers because of this.
I see.
I mean, in the electronic cigarette community, in the vaping community, and so forth, is not uncommon to hear these stories. It's almost always because someone got a cheap Chinese battery or was a dumbass.
Same difference.
Not always the person using it was a dumbass. Sometimes it's the person who made the device they were using, built it wrong, and was a dumbass. So, it's one of the reasons I was kind of happy to give up vaping in the long run, because I was using stuff that all ran on, lithium-ion batteries, and I know my luck.
Yeah.
My luck is not necessarily that I would end up blowing off my fingers, but probably that one of the batteries would end up exploding and taking out my computer monitor.
Right. That'd be bad.
Well, I'd be without any type of monitor. Well,
Yes.
well, not sure I'd be taking the one back from Rob that he used to, that he currently uses to podcast. But I don't,
That would be inconvenient.
well, I have a spare he could use, but, that would be a worst case scenario, not something that will happen. But, so I'm just careful when it comes to anything that can explode. And I'm sure that I'm actually overly cautious about it, and it's not nearly that bad. I'd just rather be overly cautious when it comes to things that can explode.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying to explode. I have yet to explode in my lifetime. I've been set on fire a couple times. That was never fun.
Yeah, well,
There used to be a thing pretty much everyone I knew did was, when your pants were, or your jeans were raggedy, you would set fire to the raggedy fringe. Because it would burn for like 5 seconds and sometimes be really terrifyingly large. But the thing that people never take into account is that I'm fat, which means all of the, jeans between my legs have been rubbing against each other, which means it's all covered in like fine hairs of jean material, which is the sort of stuff that actually catches on fire.
Right.
And then I end up having to put out my dick. Which, trust me, no one should have to put out their dick. And that's not even the only time that's been on fire. Just one of those. No, I'm done. No more. It was also amusing talking to a friend of mine who, he is weird like me. Like, I generally don't have any social skills or barriers. Like, I'll talk to anyone about anything. I don't care. You cannot embarrass or disgust me, no matter how hard you try. I'll talk about Pope. I'll talk about Pope before you even prompt me. I don't care. But he was mentioning that he appreciates the fact that I don't have any, sane social barriers. Because everyone he knows is very, very normal, and it makes him sad.
Oh.
He's also, does professional bondage rigging.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. So, like, yeah, everyone I know is boring, and it makes me sad. I'm like, I'm weird. Don't worry. I got enough weird to go around. It's also amusing to me generally because he is not the sort of person you would picture for that. He's, kind of a little bit of tubby, geeky guy who's, generally, not at all creepy, honestly. And apparently everyone always expects people that do that to be weird and creepy. And he's weird. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, he's weird. I mean, all of my friends are weird. But, he's not creepy. Just weird. But, alright. So. Yeah, but it's just funny because that's not what he does professionally normally. He just does that for a hobby and spare cash.
Mhm.
Apparently, he started doing it because his boss at Home Depot's wife was a fetish model, and he was like, "You'd have fun doing this, I'll bet."
Huh.
It's like, yeah. That wasn't he was talking about when he worked at Home Depot. Apparently, his boss used to just carry around his smartphone and show his employees pictures of his wife's latest photo shoot.
Uh-huh.
They're like, hey, look at this. And you know what? I think that would be a fine job. Yeah. Your boss randomly walks up and like, hey, look at my hot wife's porn.
Well, there's two schools of thought on this.
Yeah.
If the
Well,
wife is legitimately hot, yes, that's great.
as far as I have seen, yes.
But there's also the occasion where, yeah, husband thinks wife is hot, and that's great for them.
Yeah, but not necessarily an
That
actual.
sure doesn't travel outside their marriage.
Well, yeah, and I do not, under any circumstances, I have decided as I'm getting older in life, I will never insult anyone based on their physical appearance.
And that's all well and good, but
But
at the same time, you don't necessarily enjoy looking at them.
yes, I will not, however, say anything negative other than, I would not, if someone told me that, showed me that, say, your wife is ugly, don't do that, because I would not want to upset him, or if worse, if he told his wife, upset her. Instead, I would say something like, I don't really have any interest in seeing these pictures. Because diplomacy.
Right.
But, not that I held any type of, negative view of you and your lifestyle. I just don't have any interest in seeing naked pictures of your wife. Not because there's nothing about her I find physically attractive. But I've also gotten to the point now where I just... If it's not something that I'm personally interested in, it actually doesn't affect me at all unless you get to, like, poo being involved.
I see.
Because poo being involved is like, nope, please leave. Never talk to me again. Never, try and... never try and make eye contact with me again. I just want nothing to do with this or poop. I was like, I'm far too old to... it's just I'm becoming far too old to give a shit. Like, in general. Someone tried pulling a joke on me, like, on Facebook by sending me a link for to hardcore gay porn. And I clicked on it, I was like, okay, so? Isn't that gross? Like, it has none of the bits I'm interested in. I'm not grossed out by it. I'm indifferent to it.
Uh-huh.
Like, why should I be disgusted by it? It's a not entity. Like, that's weird. I'm like, no, I think you're weird for finding this link and going, you know who I need to send that to? James. It's a non-thing to me. It doesn't bother me in any way, aside from you wasting my time. I'm too old to give a shit, and I don't even think it has anything to do with maturity or acceptance. I just find it easier not to care. Like, life got easier when I stopped giving a shit about everything. And I intend to continue giving less and less shits as I grow older. Because America.
Right.
I don't even know what that has to do with anything, but I'm going with it.
I have no idea either.
There. Sticks. I'll make a giant-ass pile of shovels. But not giving a shit has gone so good. It's removed so much stress. Like, this is actually a good place to call this episode.